Leaf stitch is a little more challenging because it involves some counting, and I'm starting 2 in from the edge. So that's going to be my tip, I'm starting 1 down from there. So the first stitch goes across 1 to the right and then down 3. You're making a diagonal stitch. In my needle I've got each of the green crewel wools and 2 strands of yellow. You could do it with less for this, but I want it to stand out. So you could just use the crewel wools, for example. And then the next stitch, I'm going to miss a hole, go down on the right and make a V shape. So it's exactly the same the other way. And then this is going to be the tip of the leaf. So up to that one there, and then down into the same hole. Okay, so that's the start of your leaf. Now it doesn't matter which way you go next. Let's go to the left. So you're taking a stitch diagonally down from where you started. So come up over 1 thread diagonally from where you started, and then go down into that hole there, and then diagonally again. So this stitch should mean that you're on the edge here. Okay, and now we're going to do 2 more stitches, but straight down from that one. And again in the next hole, not in the same hole now. Make sure I've got the right hole. And that's one side of your leaf. Now the other way, diagonally, and then in the one down from where the 3 stitches at the top went, diagonally again, one down and then straight. And that's the entire leaf shape. Now I'm going to work across, and then we're going to work upwards. And I think I worked 5 or 6 across. I can't remember. We'll see how it works out. It doesn't really matter how far you go because you can finish on an actual whole leaf. So now to put the second one in. The next leaf starts over 4 threads from this V-shaped stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do another V shape, so across 1 and down 3. And then 1 to match it the other side, missing 1 out in the middle. And then the top of your leaf, all going down into the same hole. Let's do this side first this time. So diagonally across and down into the next hole down, diagonally across into the next hole down, and then 2 straight ones into the next respective holes down. And now this way, which is when you see if you've got it in the right place. And then that one should go into where you've already got a thread going down. And it becomes harder to see, but these prongs here should meet. So that's your second one. The next one then across 4 from here. Don't go make the mistake of going from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So across and then down 3. 1, 3. I'm going to do another either 2 or 3 across here, and then I'll probably change the silks a little bit in by row. I know I said I don't normally do it by row, but I think in this case it might look okay. So I'm going to go across here, and then I'm going to show you how to come back the other way and how many to count. I've done 6 across. And by the way, the starting threads, when I first started, I put it up here out of the way so that you could see, but you can put them in line with the row that you're working towards. So for the next row, the leaves fit in between. So to find your place, go to the very top of the leaf, count over 4 threads, and then across 2. So over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over 2, and then come up there. And then you're going to go across 1 and down 3, like that. And you can sort of see if it's in the right place, because that should be right in the middle here. So then do another one. In my needle, I've just replaced one yellow for a brown, so I haven't changed very much. And it doesn't matter which way you go first. Let's just hope this meets and I've counted correctly. So we've got our 2 stitches going straight now. The first one is easy to see, and you think you've done it, you think it looks as if it's covered, but there is another one which goes into there where the 2 meet. So it almost goes on top. It's easier to work this stitch from above than start at the bottom and work upwards. So that final stitch goes into the top of the previous row's leaf. And then to go across, just as we did before, that's the top. So it's the one below where you start, and then 1, 2, 3, count 4 across, and that should be in the right place. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to complete this row, so there's only actually 5 in this row, and then my next row is going to be I think I'll do 2 browns instead of the yellow and the brown. But I will come back and show you from time to time what I've done. And by the way, there will be quite a bit of filling in, so these bits here, and we'll do that afterwards. And there'll obviously be at the end half a leaf there. In fact, I can probably show you that now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be the start of my leaf going this way. 1, 2, 3 down. But you don't want one the other way. So you just want the middle stitch. And then across. So those are pretty straightforward. So we're going to carry on like that. Because my pattern didn't quite work out to the top, I've got to do some filling in. And you can see that I've done one here already, and they're basically just straight stitches, and I need to put another one in here right at the end. But I'm just going to show you on this one here so that you can see better. So you come up right at the tip of your leaf and go down, and then at the tip of the next one and go down right into that apex there. And then we're going to go up one because there is a space, and these are the 2 straight stitches if you remember. So up one here. So you're just filling it in backwards really. And the next one, there isn't any space to do a proper stitch, it would be there. So we're just going to go down to there, and the same the other side, down to there, and then there's a tiny little stitch in the centre there. Yours might be different, but this just demonstrates how you fill in, and the rest needs to be done in the same way. I just want to show you at the bottom where you're doing the very tip of the leaf. Normally you would go over across, go 1, 2, 3 down, but you can't, so we'll do the best we can and go diagonally, I think, into the middle, and the same the other side, into the middle, and then go right up to the top and take a stitch also into the middle. So that's the best we can do, and I think we'll need to do another little tent stitch. Let's just see. I'm going to do one there just to fill the canvas. So that's as near as we can get to the tip of the leaf, and we'll do this. I shall do the same in the other sections. The leaf stitch is now finished, and as you can see, I shaded with a couple of strands of yellow. I exchanged the yellow, one yellow for one brown, and then just did brown at the top. So there's a little bit of subtle shading there. Next we're going to do a fan stitch, which is going to go in this little rectangle here.